So I'm making this video to show how I'm trying to upgrade with my Beta and the wine glass fishbowl. So what happened beforehand was that the last Beta I had died. So I think it was they needed to have a filter. So I bought all of these items and I'm going to go ahead and put together a special type of filter system for them so that these Beta can actually live. So watch what I do. So now I have emptied the glass and I'm going to put it in the sink. So what I'm about to attempt to do is to drill a hole through the stem, and by doing that I can add in the tubing for the filter. So add a little water to drill. This is the drill bit that I'll be using, and the reason why I'm adding the water is to keep it cool while I am drilling. You want to keep it cool, you don't want it to overheat and you don't want it to crack. So adding in some cold water, because I'm going to drill from the top to the bottom, because putting pressure on it with the drill, you know, to be going down, and I don't want to break the glass. So this is going to take me a while to complete. I'm going to get started now. So this is the drill, and I got the drill bit, so you can see how I'm going to be going down into the glass. I won't be able to hold both at the same time to kind of show you guys how this is going to work. But once I finish, I'll show you all. Once I do a little bit of progress to see how it's going, I'll come back to it. So, finally have completed drilling the hole directly through the wine glass, and it took a little bit more time than I expected. So there was a kind of a challenge for that. It took me really 2.5 days, and I used about 11 drill bits to drill through all of this glass. So it's quite a bit to drill through. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead, and I have these little rubber stops, so I'm gonna put them on the bottom as feet, so that it gives space for when I go ahead and I run the tube through, then the bottom of this wine glass won't be, pressing on the tube. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these feet on, and then once I do that, I'm gonna use this silicone to go ahead and put inside the hole, and then push the tube through so that it'll seal up the space in there. So once I put the water back in, the water won't run out. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll get back with you. So as you can see, I put the rubber feet on. So let's make sure that this is going to work out right, so that when we turn this over, as you can see now, the rubber feet, it gives room for the tube so that it's not being smashed by the bottom of the glass. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put the silicone in so I can seal it up, and then we're gonna wait a whole day for the silicone to cure in order to plug up the hole. But we have our air tube coming through so that we'll have it for the filter and for the air stone to get the right effects. So now we have the silicone in the shaft. We have our tubing ran through. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to let this sit for like about a day in order for the silicone to cure. Give it some time so that it'll be waterproof. So once we put the water back in, the water won't leak through the hole. So I'll get back with you once I get that part done. So I have finally finished. As you can see, the filter's in there. The fish is swimming around. Not sure if I like it though. It's doing what it's supposed to do, but I don't know. Kind of looks too much like a fish tank. I don't know. So I'll see if I'm going to decide to leave it or not. But it did turn out pretty well. Okay, so this is the final filter that I'm going to go with. It's a very low profile filter, so you can't really see it, but the bubbles coming up makes it look a little bit better than the first filter that I used. I don't know, so you can see the tube is going down. Yeah, so it has the feed at the bottom so that you can let the air tube come out of the back. And you can see the filters in there. It's a beta filter at Petco that I got. So I think this is going to work. Beta can live a pretty happy and long life. If it don't work, I give up on fish. So this is the wine glass project. This wine glass is approximately 2 feet tall. As you can see next to the 70-inch TV, just how big it actually looks. I'm gonna do a second one over there once I get it ordered. So I just wanted to do this first one first to make sure that everything was gonna work. And I'm satisfied with it. It could be pretty relaxing just to sit back and listen to the sounds. And I think that it turned out pretty nice. So that's it for the the wine glass project. Start on another project next week. So this is what the night effect will look like. I think it looks pretty good. The light slowly changes colors. I think the bubbles is making the fish a little bit more lively. So with the color effects, I think this project is now complete.